Yo, welcome back to TD Takes. On this episode, we're posted up with the mic, breaking down the week's wildest takes from sports to real life and everything in between. Let's talk about it. How's it going, Joe?
Man, it's not going. I mean, could be better. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta be honest here. I may or may not have shattered or fractured the tip of my finger in the door today, so we're not doing too great with that. But I've never had some like serious injury like this, so it's definitely new for me. It's definitely different.
Broken bones are never fun, dude. Never
Not
fun.
at all. So, but yeah, outside of that, man, it's counting down the days to my son's first birthday. Man, it's awesome. I'm so excited.
How
We
many
just
more
had
days?
Father's Day
Let 'em know.
weekend. Shoot, the 25th. So we got 9 days. But yeah, it was my first Father's Day weekend. Happy belated Father's Day to everybody out there.
Yep. Belated Father's Day to everybody.
Hopefully you guys had some beautiful family time and good meals.
Yes, sir.
And if you didn't do nothing, you just got to relax, and that's what you want to do. Hopefully that's what you enjoy
Yes,
doing.
sir.
So yeah, how about yourself, my brother?
It was a good Father's Day, man. It was chilling with the fam. I bought a bike today, a little pedal bike. So I can ride my bike with the kiddos. And
what's happening here in less than 24 hours? Also, I guess less than 12 hours now.
Did a lot of mowing, and got the baby being born tomorrow. Gonna be, I don't know when the next episode is gonna be, but we're gonna be trying to put out as many as we can. Got a couple shorts and things coming out, but yeah. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there that's stepping up and taking care of their kids no matter what. Being there. Shout out to all the moms stepping up too.
Right.
But yeah,
for the real.
On this, we got a couple good topics tonight. First thing we're going to talk about is movie quotes. Since with last episode we were talking about some movies and stuff, we're going to talk about some of our favorite movie quotes. I'll let Joe go first. What's some of your favorite movie quotes, man? You don't got no. I got one for you. That you owe me a 10-second car.
But yeah, Fast and the Furious all day.
What are some good Fast and the Furious ones? I'm trying to think. There was one. Yeah, I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Mile at a time.
That's hard.
Like the whole family aspect. What does he say at dinner? Like the praying at dinner. Oh, I can't remember it right now. I was gonna say, man, ones that are popular with me that just stick out because they actually are like more known now. Star Wars fan, like May the Fourth be with you, but like May the Force be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's
things like that because they're mixing it up. Those kind of movie quotes for me kind of stand out. Movie quotes in everyday or like in movies like that are my favorite. Obviously I'm gonna know, but like things that stick out like that, that's probably a bigger one for me.
And I'm honestly always quoting movie quotes at work all day. But Thanos has a lot of good quotes, like "I am inevitable." That's one of the best ones. I could go on. Captain America's got some good ones. Some old school ones. I'll be back. Terminator, some of my favorite movies. Yeah, I got my phone on Do Not Disturb, brother. Already know.
That was my apologies.
But yeah, those are some of my favorite movie quotes. I don't have a specific favorite movie quote, but one that's up there is Captain America Winter Soldier when he tells Bucky to snap Bucky out of it when he's like, "I'm with you till the end of the line." I tell my brother that a lot and stuff, so that's one of my favorite ones.
Hey, heck yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jumping into the next topic, we got some reactions to iShow Speed Racing Ashton. I forget his last name. What's his last name?
Ashton Hall.
That's what I thought. No disrespect. But yeah, Speed 4-0'd him. And I watched all the races from all the angles, and he 4-0'd him. But I think
it was pretty crazy. He said, "Get out of here."
Well, he fell the first one, which is embarrassing. But
at
the end of the day, he's still getting money, he's still getting clicks and stuff like that, which is cool. He's taking his loss. I like how he's taking his loss. It's tough. When you're an athlete of his caliber, losing in general is just tough.
Yeah.
I totally get it, but Speed's just on another level, man. He's quick. I wonder if he's faster than Tyreek. I really wonder if he's faster than Tyreek Hill. But
I don't know.
I don't know if Tyreek Hill's fast.
They've called each other out a couple times. So.
But I also saw like Speed talking with French. I think it was French Montana he was talking with, and French Montana's like, because Ashton Hall is like 120 pounds heavier than Speed. And everybody was like, well, if they were the same, Ashton Hall was 120 pounds lighter, he would have smoked Speed. And Speed was like, actually, no, he wouldn't have. Because honestly, what makes him this fast right now is how big he is. If he loses 120 pounds, he loses a lot of that muscle right now that makes him this fast. So I think Speed would still dust him. I do want to see, I know they raced 4 times, but they raced twice on the grass. Wait, It was either 2 or 3 times on the grass, and then I think it was twice on the grass, and then twice on
the
concrete barefoot. But Ashton wanted to race with shoes.
Yeah.
So if Speed ever gives him a rematch, which there's no point. I mean, would you ever give somebody you beat 4 times in a row a rematch?
Yeah.
I don't. I probably wouldn't do that. But if he ever does, I would like to see him with shoes on.
Right.
But yeah, it's got
make
me.
a big difference.
It's got me. They got me. They got me engaged. Like I'm like clicking on all their videos and stuff, trying to see what's up. And it's hard to
No,
follow.
I
the
agree
streamers and
because I saw that it was very. I mean, it
super
was
close.
definitely
It was close.
out there though. Like people, like it was very. What am I trying to say here? Publicated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of videos. It was posted all over all different social medias. A lot of people were reposting it. Like it went viral. You know, is what I guess I'm trying to say. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Next up, we got
crazy.
The Mahomes family donating to the National Women's Soccer, which actually they have a lot in.
What they donate 275 million or something like that.
It's something huge, but they are actually co-owners of the Kansas City Current.
Okay.
Patrick and Brittany. They have put over $275 million aimed at improving the league's visibility, infrastructure, and long-term sustainability. This investment demonstrates their commitment to promoting women's sports and leveling the playing field. They became owners of this group in 2022. They're the first active. He became the first active NFL player to have equity in a NWSL team as well. When he did that, they are both vocal advocates for women's sports. Awesome. And yeah, so they're very, very involved in that. That's pretty crazy. You know, it's awesome to see somebody putting their money that they're making towards things like that. You don't always see players doing that. A lot of times it's just strictly family and stuff. But man, with the money he's making, there is no reason he shouldn't. And you look at that. Why isn't there more even like MLB players and players doing things like that? Look at how much those guys get paid. Like, if you're being honest,
remember Patrick Mahomes? He signed that contract that was like for what, 100 million, or was it 100 million? I forget what was Patrick Mahomes' contract. It was over 10 years.
For the Chiefs, it's like a 300 and something.
No, it was a 10-year. Yeah, it was 10-year, $450 million.
$450. There we go. 49.4. They freed up in 2024, restructuring his contract.
Around $141 million total guaranteed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He de-signed to keep him with the Chiefs for a decade, but flexible to restructure. Yeah, he's smart. He signed it all. It's like Hurts. They did it all, because they know they're going to be there. Bo Nix, if he balls out, he'll do it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. But that's what these. Cool that's what a franchise quarterback gets. And it goes. But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not telling every player to go out there and put their money into all these things. That's not what I'm saying. But more players out there should be trying to help. Like even in the NBA, man, when you look at how much NBA players get paid versus WNBA players, but you look at performances that players like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, the Liberty team, like the things that they're doing, like people are watching them. And if you get their name out there more, and you can put a little bit more money into that, it's going to make it a little bit more. Like I feel like there should be a little bit more, equality in a major league sport, no matter the gender. I guess if that's what I'm saying. Agree. So
and it also helps you with your longevity. Once you're done with football, it's another stream of income. If it does well, because leagues can go under.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we're gonna talk about NBA Finals Game 5 going on live right now. Quarter 3 with 1:39 left. 81-76. OKC is up.
Wow. Pacers came back. They were getting blown. Oh.
And they were down by like 14. So, I mean, they're only down
now they're down what, 4?
5. It's not bad. That 14 is not a bad, and that was beginning of the third.
Hey, this man thought he was getting an easy 50.
I didn't say easy, but I said you can run me that money. So you can run me that money. Please stay up, OKC. Come on now. Do your boy solid. And then, that's going to lead us into our next sports subject. CD takes NFL updates. Here we go now.
Yep.
NFC versus AFC. We want to hear you guys' comments. Please comment, let's hear what you guys think. What's the harder division? What has hardest teams in the division in excuse me, how am I trying to put this?
Let's just put us where we're at. I personally think the NFC is a tougher division or conference right now.
And I believe it's the AFC with how many dominant teams we have in the AFC.
I believe there's only 3 top dominant AFC teams.
That's crazy. He's count. Let's hear him.
And
let
none
me hear
of those
you say.
teams.
Here, let me hear him. Go ahead. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
The Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Bills.
The Bills. Okay. Counting out the
and
Bengals.
2 of those teams.
You're counting out the Chargers.
Bengals suck. Bengals suck.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Bengals suck. They have a lot to prove.
Anyways, you're counting out. Okay, so you're like I said, you're counting out the Bengals. You're counting out the Chargers.
Yes.
You're counting out the Broncos.
Yeah, they were 1 and done. Yes.
You're counting out the.
Yes. 1 and done.
I might throw in here, but
I'm telling you, bro.
The Texans you could put in there.
Counting
the Steelers.
Them out. They suck.
The Steelers with Aaron Rodgers.
Now you want me to hit you with some good teams?
How many seasons have they gone for with winning records?
Who?
And when you look at bottom finishers in the league, you always know that the Giants, the Bears.
So if we're gonna all right, if you're gonna represent the AFC,
Seahawks lost their coach.
If you're gonna represent the AFC, give me your top 5 AFC teams right now. What are they?
Top 5?
Top 5 right now.
Definitely, we got Chiefs, Ravens, Bengals, Broncos, Chargers.
All right, and I got
especially with our defense.
And I got the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
The Detroit Lions.
Okay.
The San Francisco 49ers. The Green Bay Packers.
They're on a rebuild. The 49ers are. Is Christian McCaffrey going to be healthy to start the season?
I don't know.
They lost, linebackers.
I'll take them off. I'll take them off. Philadelphia Eagles, Detroit Lions.
Give you those 2.
Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
Who else did I have? Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Probably the Vikings or the Rams.
The Rams, the LA Rams. Bro, that's a way bigger solid 5.
Shit. Bro, the team with the most Super Bowl wins ever isn't even in your top 5 in the NFC.
We're talking about
the Cowboys.
10, right? We're talking top 5 right now.
I'm just saying, bro.
Depending on Dak was hurt all season.
Exactly.
I think the Cowboys are still good. I was going to put them in there.
That's what I'm saying. But what have they shown?
Kenny Pickens. They just got
George Pickens.
They're George Pickens.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out.
Let us know. Sure. Let us know below. Comment below who you think's better, the NFC or the AFC. Not that bullshit Pro Bowl where
Yeah, no. But yeah, I like that. That's a good. I mean that's probably the top 10 in the league if we get down to it.
Honestly,
down to it. I want to honestly see how that compares to what we have written down here. Actually, I'll do that here in a minute. So we're gonna bring that out in a second. Next up, we got a Bengals having money problems, but Trey Hendrickson contract negotiations have restarted. So all in all, that could be a good thing. Hopefully looking for him to get a big payday because I know he's looking for it. As top you guys heard the other night, he's top 5. He's top 3, but top 5 in sacks for the last 5 years. So
yeah, you don't want to lose a weapon like that. You got to pay him.
Yeah. So
I don't know how you pay him. But
let's get it.
Just like you said, defense win games, the offense sells tickets. They can sell the tickets. They got the offense. Now they just need to lock in Hendrickson, and they'll be up there as a top contender team for sure. They just got to lock him in.
And then, I'll let you cover that last one if you want to jump on that one.
Another NFL update, Terry McLaurin still holding out from the Washington Commanders. I haven't heard any talks restarting with them, but it's a good thing for the Eagles. He's a dog, but I honestly think he'll come back. They'll figure out some. But I think he wants 30 mil. All these guys want a lot of money.
They do,
and they don't got no rings. That's the problem with a lot of stuff right now. Is a lot of people are confusing what it's about. It's about getting to the big game and winning. It's not about getting the biggest contract you can get. So a lot of these guys are getting paid and ain't producing. Lamar, choke artist. Not choke artist, I'm sorry. Lamar, choking in the playoffs. Herbert, choking in the
playoffs. Yep.
Josh Allen, choking in the playoffs.
So,
yep. We've seen Jalen Hurts lose in the playoffs. We've also seen him win in the playoffs. We've seen the Rams. Who's the Rams quarterback? I always forget his name. Matthew Stafford. We've seen Matthew
win
Stafford
a Super Bowl.
lose playoff games and then win a Super Bowl. We've seen Patrick Mahomes lose playoff games and then win the Super Bowl,
We've seen Joe Burrow lose playoff games, but also make it to the Super Bowl.
But as
a young quarterback too, their team has the capabilities, so they're gonna be doing it. Just like like I said, the Chargers can. These teams can. The Bills, hell, they keep giving you more and more and more every year, Josh Allen, and it's not on him. It's not on him alone. So he has been doing his thing. So he just has to keep it up.
They got to get past Mahomes.
Yep. So, and new big time upgrades on Denver. I really hope that we come out, and put the league on notice and play big time. I mean, there's a reason we had Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain II. Like, he's a freaking great player. He's a great leader, and he's gonna help teach these young kids that we got, like Jody Barron from Texas. That is going to be huge. And then you got Riley Moss, and then you got Tuafunga, I believe is his name. From the 49ers. And we got Dre Greenlaw from the 49ers. We still have our linebackers. We're getting Alex Singletary back. Like, come on, man. Like, and we have upgraded our offense. Look at our running backs now. Like, so I hope we come out and put the league on notice. So
you guys got all the weapons.
Yep.
Now you got a really good coach. You still got Vance Joseph. Is your decent?
Yes.
Yeah, you're solid.
Yep. So
Pacers are up 10, or OKC's up 10 right now.
So yeah, now we're gonna do a TD's take 5 real quick. Give us 5 minutes to recoup, and then we'll get back to you guys.
We'll get right back to you.
All right, let's see.
Real quick. Let's go. Where you at? Where you at? Joseph. I gotta get to bed.
Sorry about that. Had to get LJ added in, or his contact added on here because I couldn't add him in. Let me. Let's see. Now.
Are you just gonna call him, or are you gonna add him in on here?
I was gonna add him in on here.
No.
Oh dang! It's not actually letting me.
That's what I'm saying. You might just have to call him and put him on speaker. Should have had this planned out, young buck. Why isn't it? What's it saying?
It just goes red.
What do you mean?
Try and do it. Up in the top right corner.
There's nothing in the top right corner for me.
I'm sorry. The person you were trying.
Maybe.
Just says mute.
Could be sleep.
It just said, oh. Wish I could give you guys live updates to this. Siakam's got 19 points. He's 6 for 12 with 4 rebounds. Let's go. Look at Shy trying to draw the foul every chance he gets. Doesn't even play basketball at this point. He's not even focused on basketball at this point, bro. He's literally focused on trying to draw the foul.
Right.
Now they're crying, okay, crybabies.
Well, sorry about that, folks. We're having a little technical difficulties. We're trying to get a guest on here for a little TD Takes Betline segment. So we're going to have to postpone that specific topic for another episode here so we can get it figured out.
That's all right, because we can get him on there and we can get Logan on one too.
Yeah.
On an episode. So
we'll
that'll
get Manny,
be like we can get a guest
probably
segment.
Chad. Yeah. Chad's a Chargers fan, things like that. So it's definitely happening. But anyway, so either way, we bringing out the bet, but it's time. Trying to take his money. Anywho. So I say that the Eagles won't win more than 14 games next season.
And I say they will win more than 14 games. 14 or more games. 14 counts.
Regular season only, not playoffs. Does not count.
Well, you're lagging a little bit. What's your percentage say on your thing? Does it say 99?
Yeah, it's fine. It'll clear up.
Oh, okay.
It does that to you sometimes too. But.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so 14 or more, I think. Okay,
regular season games. So 14 of the 16 weeks.
17.
Or and the 1 bye week. So yeah, 16 games, 1 bye week, 17 weeks. So,
and this is a $25 bet.
Okay. So
by the end of this, bro, somebody's going to be getting a lot of money. I wonder who's going to be up at the end of the year. Like once we're done passing around all this money.
Alrighty. Next up, we're going to do a little guess Trey Hendrickson's salary. Whoever is closer in guessing what his salary is going to be, the loser has to buy the other person a TD Takes branded shirt or hat that they'll wear, and it can say loser on it, whatever, something, of the effect of that aspect. And
about that.
Or winner. It'll have to say winner, excuse me, because the loser's buying the winner of the shirt. So it'll be like winner for whatever. And then so they're gonna buy that and send that off. So let's go ahead and get to calculating, my boy.
So like, are we doing like how many years? Like how many years we think he'll get signed to?
Yeah.
He led the NFL in sacks in consecutive seasons, 23 and 24. Made 4 straight Pro Bowls. Okay. Myles Garrett makes 40 a year. Nick Bosa makes 34 a year. Max Crosby makes 35 a year. Hendricks makes 21 a year.
At the moment, he's due for a new one. But these guys all just re-signed contracts. That's the thing. And Myles Garrett was the the most recently signed. It literally went in that order. I'm pretty sure it went Nick Bosa, Max Crosby, because he wanted more, and then Myles
Bro,
Garrett
but they're
obviously
almost
wanted more than that. So
Myles Garrett's
I'm
making
thinking
double his money.
Trey Hendrickson is going to be in the 35 to 38 million a year or annually,
Bro.
whatever that is, making him the in between first, second, and third. So
we doing what he's going to get?
He's going to be in. He will be.
Are we going to get what he makes a year? Or are we going to get what his contract is?
Well, that's the thing. So you can say what his yearly, annually is going to be, and you can say like, oh, whatever it is. So, like Myles Garrett, he's on 40 million on an annual, but he's also guaranteed 122.8 million. Like that's guaranteed.
I think he's going to sign a 2-year, $66 million deal, 62 to 66. A 2-year. I think he's only going to sign a 2-year though. They don't have enough money to stretch that shit out.
I think it's going to be about a 3 to 4, and it's going to be, like I said, a 34 to 38 million a year with like a certain amount guaranteed, at least like a 80 to 100 guaranteed,
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking.
88 to 94. Okay, so he's up.
How many minutes and seconds left in the fourth?
9 minutes. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth. Siakam's going crazy, getting steals. He's at the line, like he's going nuts.
Siakam is always doing good, bro. That's the crazy part.
He's a really good baller. He just swatted shy like crazy.
Yeah, that's a good game. That's for sure. Hopefully, the outcome.
Last but not least, we got the Would You Rather
segment.
The TD Would You Rather segment.
Here we go.
And we need some comments on this because we're back and forth on this.
Yeah, it's tough.
Would you rather be an NBA season ticket holder or an NFL season ticket holder?
And guarantee yourself 40 games in the season, whether you can make all of them or not, home and away. 40 home, 40 away-ish, it's about what it is. So you're guaranteed,
I think it's like 41 home, 43.
More games, right? Or 17 guaranteed, knowing you're going to watch every starter, as long as they're not hurt, play the best, like their very best for a playoff spot, right?
Yep.
Because in the NBA, man, these players, these big name players, they be sitting like Joel Embiid never wants to play in Denver because he's scared. So he's always sitting, little scaredy cat over there, but he thinks he's better than him. But I ain't never seen nothing about it. So stuff like that, know.
Imagine watching LeBron's farewell tour.
Right.
Like he says it's his last year, and then you get to be a season ticket. You get to be a season ticket holder and watching him, or like Brady when he did it with the Bucks.
So like, there's really, really big things here. And then we also looked up, so to go to a Super Bowl in this upcoming year, right now, if you were to buy pre-buy a ticket, it's in about $2,500 cheapest. But if you wanted to go, and it was to at least 4 games guaranteed in the NBA Finals, right? If it goes to 7, then you're having to buy another 3. So up to 7 games, paying significantly more. You're paying a minimum of like $1,200 a ticket for 1 game. So you multiply that by 4 to 7 just to go to 4 to 7 games to see those finals, to see crazy stuff happen. So we want to kind of hear what your guys' thoughts are. Me personally, I'm taking NFL tickets. So, and that's just me personally. My boy here.
I'd probably take NFL. I'm 50. I'm like 50-50 on it. I'd make
NFL he likes the aspect of having more games.
More games.
That's his big
more
thing.
Stars.
My thing is more games means you're spending significantly more money. You got $5-10 beers at concessions plus food, and then versus going just to 17 and you can just ball out, get a bunch of stuff, get jerseys, get all kinds of things like that. Spend a little bit more money there versus a lot more money in concessions, But it's personal preference. A lot of people, they're like, hey, give me these NBA tickets. But that's also another thing that I also know is a possibility. You can get half season or quarter season tickets as well. So you can specifically try and get, just
see, and I didn't know that
and stuff like that. And that's for the NBA.
93, 95 pro bases are on a crazy run right now.
Hey, it can happen. It can happen. 98, 93. Now they're back up.
Somebody hit a 3.
Shy probably. Oh, there goes another 2. They stole it right after. There goes 193. Oh, he got too excited, baby. He got too excited.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now, OKC.
Boom.
Please do me right, baby. Please do me right. Go up 3 in this. Take it home. Take it at home. Your fans want to see it.
Not that quick. I don't think they stole a ball.
Let us know what you think down in the comments. That's the last topic for the night. My boy here, he's got to get off here. so he can
They
get.
didn't even. Yeah, I
He's
got a
gotta
baby
get
due
some
tomorrow.
sleep. Baby due in the morning. Him and his wife got to get
Prayers
up early.
up.
They got to get to the hospital. Prayers everything goes good. I'm gonna be waiting for the phone call after so I can see him. My
You
brother
already know it.
here, and yeah. So we'll hopefully
Guys, have
get
a good
another
night.
episode to you. Maybe this week. We'll see how it goes with his new schedule, getting the baby back and whatnot. So if all goes well and everything, we'll try and get one this week. And yeah, thank you everybody for joining in. If you're new, please like, share, subscribe, follow. We are on Instagram. We're going to be getting all of our shorts here posted probably in the next couple days. We're on TikTok. We are on YouTube, podcast, and Spotify. So please check us out. Share it with your friends and family. Yeah, thank you guys.
And go Pacers.
Go Pacers, he says. That's crazy stuff, man. That's crazy stuff. Here we go, though. Here we go.